have any particular scene in the film that you enjoyed shooting more than any of the others? But the whole film was great. So,
well, I don't know. I like the it's always fun shooting the scenes where there's smaller moments between Hansel and Gretel where we get to work with the actors in a fun way and just calm down a little bit between all the craziness. And I also, every time we cut off a head or crush a head, then I'm happy. I love that stuff as well. So
I think my favorite was when the tracker exploded all over Gretel, and she was so happy that she kept a straight face until Tommy yelled cut. That her laugh at the end of it, we have a great picture from one of our, at the end of the movie with her just kind of bursting with laughter. I don't think it's in this
No, I didn't. It was too bloody.
Covered in blood. Yeah. But it was adorable.
This might be another piece of information I don't think so. It might be incorrect. But did you study film here in Australia?
Yeah. I studied at Bond University on the Gold Coast. And that's where
Can you tell me that?
Yeah, that's where I first pitched the idea. That's where we had a pitching class. The teacher pretends he's a Hollywood producer, and you come up to him and you have 1 minute his own idea. That's the first time I remember actually telling it to a crowd or a bunch of people. And I didn't have anything there except Hansel and Gretel 50 years after the gingerbread incident when they grew up to be bounty hunters. And my teacher said, "Don't ever speak of this idea again until you're in front of a Hollywood producer, and I guarantee you will sell it." So it was a good teacher advice. And actually, at school, I also made for my exam film. I made a short film of Hansel and Gretel, which luckily nobody's ever done so far. It's bad. It's bad. I couldn't even find. I tried finding it when I was back in Christmas. I couldn't find it. But it's not.
An old laptop somewhere shoved in your closet?
No. I have a DVD of it somewhere, but Bonds should have it. I should ask them on the university.
It's going to go in the Hall of Shame.
It's kind of shows it. It was way too ambitious for what we had. We tried to have witches.
How long was it?
It's about 10 minutes. Yeah.
Can you take us through some of the weapons? I know Gretel's got like a double action crossbow, shoots both sides. So
yeah,
take us through a few of the weapons.
Again, it was very fun coming up with this stuff. Yeah, she has a double-barrel crossbow. Hansel has this huge pump-action shotgun, and we have a full-out sniper rifle, which is my favorite. Also, we have a Gatling gun, of course, with steam. You actually will see it in the movie because it has a steam kind of generator that pushes all the bullets up into a Gatling gun. They have each their pistol, and we have different one for every witch.
Knuckle duster? What was the German word for that?
I can't remember. But it's knuckle duster for it has an extra edge if they are not listening to Hansel and Gretel.
But what Tommy and Simon, our prop master in Berlin, did is it all looks like it could have been fashioned by them. Obviously you're taking a leap with modern weaponry in this world, but it looks like it's stuff that not only works and functions in its own way, but that the idea is that these characters were able to make it with materials that existed back then.
Yeah, that's right.
Our only fight is who gets to keep this stuff at the end of the day. We find out the props. We say that until we see you're done with the movie, and we have some doubles.
I was going to say one of my favorite sequences is anything with brooms, with the witch's broom.
Okay.
And I felt that that was an homage to Return of the Jedi with the speeder light. So
yeah, it was.
He used that reference a lot.
No, it's true. I just always loved. I kept telling.
This way, holy shit.
Yeah. I kept telling them when we tried, sort of tested CGI and how they were flying through the forest and wires, whatever we used. I was thinking, let's go faster. We gotta look at Return of the Jedi. That's the speed I want. And I just, I'm very inspired by that little chase. And we also we try to do something new with brooms. Not just have them sitting on top of it. Some of them are standing. Some of them use. We're trying to get a different way of using those brooms. And
they weren't just any particular brooms. They were quite differently shaped.
Yeah.
Just to the normal witches brooms.
Yeah. And again, we try to do. We gave the witches this organic feel. Made them like animals almost. And we decided they're going to use everything they use should be kind of feel like it should come from nature somehow. And yeah, we try to do a distinctive brew for every one of the witches.
With the candy house, the witch's house in the beginning, what would one thing you would enjoy the most eating off that? Because it did look pretty yummy at the start.
Well, actually, they made it so you can eat parts of the door. If you ate anything else, you'd probably die. But no, I tried some of that. It was not good, though, I have to say.
Was it that icing part? Tastes like that little bit.
It's just pure sugar. It's just nothing else. It tastes horribly. But the kids loved it, so actually they didn't. I think they struggled eating it. It was too sweet for them. No, but I mean, the candy house was from the design point of view, it's the only thing that people had an idea of from before because of the fairy tale. So we really tried to make it as yummy and as delicious as possible.
We made it authentic as possible, and as soon as you go inside, it was like hell.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Yeah, a little burning hell in there with a great witch played by Monique Garrington, a stunt woman and an actress. She told me on the premiere, people think they replace her voice, but it's actually her voice. She's got a death metal voice in there somewhere.
I've got to ask as well about Adam McKay. Was involved in the movie? Was there much there? Or?
Absolutely, from day one. You know, Adam was there when he first came in and pitched us, and Adam and Will, as partners, were the biggest supporters of Tommy on the film, through the script, getting the movie greenlit, coming to Berlin while we were shooting the film, being involved in post-production. So absolutely hands-on supporters and believers in Tommy's vision of the film from the get-go. And I think it's safe to say that Tommy's become part of the Gary Sanchez family, so we hope to make a lot more movies with him.
Yeah, no,
You
great.
said like, oh, wait, just new.
Yeah, no, they're funny. They're funniest guys in the world, and they did a few rounds in the script where they just threw me some lines here and there and ideas, and of course it's gold. Those guys are geniuses, so I couldn't be more happy with them.
How did you know that Berlin was the set for you? With all like the forest scenes and everything, how did you know it was that perfect set that you could go through witch hunters and kind of shoot that?
So what was that?
Berlin?
Yeah, Berlin. How did you know that we picked Berlin? Why did you just pick Berlin?
Ah, okay. No, I from day one told producers and the studio we should shoot it in Europe. There was talk about Canada at some point, and then
We looked at Hungary, we looked at Budapest.
yeah, and all those places. I just pushed really hard for Europe in general because the forests there have their own. It's just something unique about this forest. I mean, they're old and they have soul. And I also wanted to populate the rest of the cast with Europeans. And luckily, because this is a German story, we got the what they call incentives in Germany. We got some of the budget tax credit. So we got to shoot it in the homeland of the fairy tale, and I can be more happy about that, of course. But it's 2 hours. We shot it in Babelsberg, it's a legendary studio, and you go an hour and a half outside Berlin, and you have these amazing forests. And I come from Norway. We do things practically, so I pushed hard at going out on location and building stuff there instead of doing it in the studio.
Yeah, that really authentic. It's really great.
Yeah, thank you.
How would you guys describe what a producer's relationship with a director and writer?
Producer should give the director everything he wants.
Listen, we became friends at the beginning of the process, and I, as a producer, loved what he did with his first film, and was 100% supportive, as of the guys in my company, with what he wanted to make. So Tommy's a great guy, so he becomes an easy guy to kind of fight for as a producer, to kind of push his vision through the system. It takes a lot over the course of a few years to make sure that you hang on to the things that were exciting to you in the beginning of the process. And as things get adjusted and you make compromises along the way, you hope that the film is the same as what you set out to make. And I think for Tommy and I, we were always of a singular mind and vision as far as what that version of the movie was going to be. So it was a good collaboration. My job was to do as many things that I could do so that he could just direct the movie.
That's typical producer.
Dave.
It's just like that. I can't stress how very impressed I am with you guys getting the movie to the time.
No, it's
Very impressive.
It's been it's not been an easy ride all the way for sure. But it's like I told you, I'm still surprised that we got a green light at times. But I think they just saw I think they were smitten by the script, and that's what it all stems to. The studio themselves like the mix of horror, and gore, and humor, and action, and
He did clever things along the way, though. One thing that I thought was kind of a key turning point in the project when Tommy was developing the script, and he had asked that we reach out to Guillermo, the monster company, Spectral Motion. Before he ever finished the script, he had some of these early artwork production designs done, not only of Hansel and Gretel, of the kids holding the hands in the fire, but what would a troll look like? What would a witch look like? And he took all those images and he edited them together to Metallica. And so when we turned in the script, it came with this kind of like, and by the way, here's what the film's going to kind of feel like. And it was great. It was a very useful tool for the studio to kind of read the script and get the kind of edgy rock and roll vibe that's hard to translate always just with reading a script. And I think from that point on, Tommy always delivered some kind of audio-visual component that in each step of the way helped the studio kind of understand ultimately what this film was going to look like.
With Gemma working...
I actually used No Leaf Clover from the album we did with the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra because I want to have that orchestra feel as well.
With Gemma working across the physical work, did she do any complaining across the way in case, she got hurt there and there?
She hadn't done much of that stuff, so she really loved it. She loved getting her favorite scene to shoot was when she get, and that's actually really toned down from what you see in the film, when she get beaten up by the sheriff. That was a much longer, more gruesome scene, but she really she loved getting dirty, and she loved doing that physical stuff. She hadn't, she'd been in a couple of big Hollywood movies before, but I think she was always a damsel in distress in these films, and here she got to really kick ass, and she loved it. We had to hold her back. She loved getting hurt.
There's something about her swearing as well.
Yeah.
She has a potty mouth, though. She looks so sweet and innocent, but she has a filthy sense of humor.
She really had a great time. It says you took her through the process, really great. Was there anything that you would take back and you'd go now and you'd change?
Make her swear more, probably. No, it's a hard question.
She has a great opening line with a swear word in it. You can't get better than that.
Yeah. No, it's you don't want to do this challenge brains all over.
That's got to be a great quotable line, hopefully.
Yeah. No, and you'll see when you see the DVD. We did a lot more crazy stuff that the fanboys will love, I think. And she, she's. I have to say though, Jeremy and Gemma, they understood what movie this was from day one, and we had a really fun time on set.
Talking about the fanboy, you really don't see, and you would think there would be a fanboy back in those times. It was really great to see that people honestly thought, oh, someone's famous.
Yeah, no, that was, I don't know, I think that character was a little bit inspired by me, I guess. Just
it was always part of the original story, that's for sure. That there was this kid who walked around with a scrapbook of all the clippings of their witch hunting exploits.
You remember that? You remember what happened to him in the first draft?
Yes.
I actually had him, and it's fun to think about it because he's a very popular character.
I forgot.
But in the end scene with the candy house, Muriel holds him, and she actually casts a spell on him and turning him into a monster. And she says, "What are you going to do now?" Huh? To Hansel. And Hansel just picks up his gun and shoots him.
Like Indiana Jones style. Sorry, kid.
Yeah, he's a monster. What can I do?
But we wanted to save him.
But yeah, no, it's a fun. He gives the movie heart and soul, and he's innocence. I think he gives to it as well, and he really lines up that gang. And he's a great talented man, and I think we'll see more of him. I think he's in the Beautiful Creatures that's coming out soon as well. Yeah, so he's a great guy.
I have to ask the sequel question, not just for this, but for Dead Snow as well.
Dead Snow for sure. We're doing a sequel. We're talking about maybe shooting it this year, if not next winter. But we have a script that's just the most insane script. I'm so happy with that script. I'm dying to do it from. And then who knows? We'll have to see how the movie does first. So far, it's been doing real well, across the world. So who knows what's going to happen? It will be a fun world to go back to for sure. But it's a lot of things that have to fall into place for that to happen.